So this one is about finding out in the morning, 4 in the morning, Boxing Day. It's hilarious. I'm going to try and imitate this traditional couple who are telling each other, I love you. However, I'm not going to make it too sexualized. Just, je t'aime. Oh, je t'aime. Je t'aime. She's breathing. So she's excited and relieved to be loved. Tell both of us, toi, toi, two hearts, to follow you to life. I will say it now. Oh, je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Oh, mene, mene. Leg, leg. Medicine, medicine in Serbo-Croatian. Zuzuzu. Zuzuzu. Wah. It's French frog singing. So for me, it's to be hidden from the enemy is the true test of true love. To see the view. To see the view, how the enemy is being exposed while making sure the enemy is expelled and doesn't exist. Because the ultimate goal of the enemy is to remove joy, and we're talking about French frogs here, jumping joy, and not to jump in joy, not to celebrate, not to have any virtues. The enemy wants to remove all this, and it wants to turn the reality so that I don't exist and that my love doesn't exist. My social media doesn't exist. Whereas true love and true couples, or singles in my case, I know that if there isn't a man there that I haven't found my suitor or have done, in reality versus dreams. I woke up this morning thinking I haven't taken any pills now. I'm recovering from my thrush rush, which is a bacterial infection. However, I had to oil myself very well. So very well oiled at 4 in the morning. Well, it wasn't 4 in the morning. I think it was about 5 in the morning. Put some socks on, and it felt so relieved to have my socks on because the bacterial infection had hurt me a lot. It spread everywhere in the effects of the antibiotics. And so what the enemy did is to make me feel afraid to use my bathroom facilities, endangered my health. The spread of the bacterial infection could have turned into a blood infection or blood, which is a death threat and not taken seriously. So why this has happened, again, it's the enemy that's done it. He came in the building as an evil Father Christmas yesterday, and he shouted very loudly as a vicious beast with a witch woman. This was yesterday. he entered into the building block of flats very loud and roared like a lion. Rah! And it was scary. But the love of God, however, the love of God had put a smile on my face and made me živa. Živa in Serbo-Croatian means I don't have to feel too shy. I don't have to be afraid, because it's like every breath that I take, I feel loved with God, but it's hard to find that love in anyone else when the enemy is overpowering all the time. So the reason why I like this French song is like she's so high and she knows she wants some more love. Ah, je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime. And he would reply, I'm here, I'm always with you. And so that love between the couple is the love between God and the single woman in Isaiah 54, when it says, God is my husband. But they're saying, oh, that's your dream, that's your fantasy. And I'm saying, no, it's my reality, is that every time the enemy knocks off, or the enemy says, you have to say, no, no, no. And you feel pain, you feel shivery, you feel some type of invading your body and mind. God always comes to rescue and never fails to help single women who are abused in a non-sexual way. But when it comes to women who are virgins and then abstained sex for many years, we're blessed to have our new virginity back because of abuse and feel loved. And then it becomes sexual too, because God knows everything about my body. So loving everything about my body, every ache, every pain. And I want to do this video especially for Boxing Day. I'm feeling pleasure in God, removing my illnesses, removing my sicknesses. God is my husband in Isaiah 54 for all abused women. So, yeah, so through every type of therapy that the enemy has destroyed, which includes sexual therapy. That's another reason why I like this video. Ah, je t'aime. Je t'aime. It's like she's saying, shh, are you still there? But they're doing it very seriously, as if he is holding her, the couple. Why? Yeah. It's like asking each other questions all the time, getting the answers all the time, and holding each other as a couple that don't want to let go of the truth and love, and constantly asking the question, do you love me? And I love you. And he says, he responds with every type of compliment and reassurance. And it's so wonderful to know. And this is the presence of the Holy Spirit too. It's greater than sex, but it's also as deep as sex. But there is something greater than sex. Yeah. Je t'aime. So the mystery between that ultimate, deepest love, which is beyond agape love, is that he reassures her in his strength and his ability to pleasure her and to remove her pain, whereas the devil wants to mix pain with pleasure. The devil always demands that there is slightly more pain involved, which is horrifying. Or the devil would intensify an evil type of pleasure. Yeah. That also exists, but we are determined to make sure that it doesn't exist. So she says, Shatam, Shatam. So she's desperate. She's like saying, do you really love me? Did you get rid of the monster? So that monster is wanting to reverse every purity, every love. That monster wants to destroy the future, destroy the past, turn everything the wrong way round and confuse. Because when the devil says it is love, it means it is war. And she's saying, no, 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 don't mix love with hate, because it hurts. And so she says that as they are communicating in a love language. And it makes me laugh because it's just comical, really, to listen to that conversation, which is supposed to be private, turned into music. It's creative, but it's very rare to find, because most sexual acts used for music is done for perversion. This is the only song that I found that can be used in opposition to perversion. It's like she's in pain, and then he soothes that pain away, and he says, where does it hurt? Like a doctor too. And she says, oh, Jiva. So Serbo is Jiva for life, living. Translated similarly to the sounding of Je t'aime, because it's a similar sound. So it's like he's asking her, where does it hurt? Why does it hurt? And all the questions. So he's investigating her body and soul as they're doing this love communication song. That's how I imagine it. But what the actual artist did could be something entirely different, translated in French. So I interpret it and change the lyrics to Jiva. Jivali, Jivim, ya. That means I am alive. Jivim, ya. I am alive. Jivim, ya. Jivim, ya. Jivim, ya. So she's alive because of him. That could be a blessed couple. That's how I can translate it. Whereas he's acknowledging that he is her hero and that he's making her alive and removing every type of death. If it's Thor, she shivers and shakes. So it could be sexualized or not. So I will have to... do I mark this video as age 18 plus? No, because I haven't sexualized it. I'm just communicating that it could be in a sexual term. So it has double meaning. And I like the way she says, tell me some more. Shivim, shivim, shivim. Yeah. Tell me some more. It's comical the way she goes, am I really alive? And the more he reassures her, the more that love but the joy is missing. The joy is missing from the song. So it's fascinating to take artists, creators, film or music and transform it and say, no, none of the evil. Yeah. For God's praise and God's glory as a holy couple, right? Or as a single, because even though I have said I'm single as a human, they're alienating God and God's people, Christians, and saying that they're saying that God doesn't exist, and God is saying, I am the life source, I do exist. So pardon me if I made a mistake, if I said I'm single. Well, I'm not single, God is my husband, right? So if God decides to find a suitable partner for me, it's just amazing to give my will over to God and say, God, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And you, God, become unstoppable, that no hell angel can remove or replace. Put joy in my heart, and those who love you, smile and happiness in their lives that no hell angel can replace. Shetem. Love. She's saying, my love, to be alive. Yeah. To make the enemy not exist instead. And all the workers of iniquities and devilish things. So that's what I did on Boxing Day. I said, I love you. And they're boxing each other out. I hate you. Oh, it's hilarious. They're using boxer gloves to box each other as play fight. Not serious injury fight where you have terrible bloody war. It's a type of a healthy anger, a type of healthy release and relief of all the frustration and stress over Christmas. It's released, depressurized. Got my warm socks on, trying to warm up, because when you keep your head and your feet warm, everything else is warm. Oh, and I've tried to remove the pain in my body. It feels like I've stepped on tiny pieces of glass, but there's no glass in the feet. Maybe I've burst a blood vessel or something. I need to have my feet examined. And it's very, very sore. Particularly on my left foot, the little toe and the toe next to the little toe is constantly burning. I've checked glass. Is this a burst blood vessel? What is it? I don't know. Since I've moved my GP surgeries, I don't think they successfully moved my existing medical information to the new GP. That may have been missed. The waiting list may have been deleted, but maybe not. Because are you there? Why am I so shadow? So God gives the light in the darkness, and It's like all the dreams to be fulfilled and made into a reality. And the joy of that love and that Lord, the reality of God being dominant over the devil, is what puts a smile on my face and say, don't stop. Yeah. So duplicated, so in a sexual way and in a non-sexual way, don't stop. Make our dreams come true for God's people. Remove or lessen the dominion of the devil. And protect your people. So the devil was screaming its head out there like a roaring lion yesterday. And I didn't retaliate. I just breathed. And I said, God, you gave me my freedom. Yeah, it feels so good. And had a smile on my face that said, you can't touch this. They will determine to break every law in this country and destroy and demise and demoralize everything in the most vulnerable people that they will target. They will scan everybody in this country, England, United Kingdom, to make God's people not exist in poverty. It's very rare to find a rich Christian. I don't think they exist, because God says it's like putting a camel through an eye of a needle for a Christian person who is very rich, because they would refuse to use their money for God. God says get rid of all of it. Don't have any savings accounts, but have a growing account. Have an investing account that's recommended in the Bible. Grow it, make it grow, make it invest. But don't. But then spend all the money. So money is for spending. I tried saving my accounts, and all the savings just disappear. It's just there as leverage. It's there for swapping and switching through accounts when I need it the most. But in my personal view, as a true Christian, to remain rich like Father Abraham is to keep growing the money and keep spending it. But then you've got enemies that come along and destroy all of that too. All your assets, all your savings, all your investments. I don't think it's God's will for me to have a savings account. It's only there as a tool to use it in case of an emergency. But even that's gobbled up because I've had too much crisis going on. Cost of living crisis does not exist. It's a fraud, it's a myth for the working class, for the richer, but not for the poorer. It does exist. So there are two different realities, or there are many realities that the enemy has done to confuse everybody and to make everyone live in a shadow. So he's saying to her, or God, so man, but God is better, obviously. So the man that follows the character of God, he will always ask, tell me, where does it hurt? So I can find a way to relieve your pain right now. But the crazy thing is, the evil couple that do it, they have sex and then they have pain. They have pleasure, then they have pain cycle. It's a cycle. Whereas holy couples, we have pain and then we have the pleasure, which is greater than the pain. So, this is my life. Ja sam živa, živa ja. Živa ja. Ja. Živali. So we have that joy and we have that peace and a relief. So in determination not to have that pain repeat itself. And she says, yeah, I want some more. It's like drinking your favorite fruit juice. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. It's like, I want some more. I want some more. Oh, and it's like, it's so, how can I say, true love is so rewarding to be together in one mind, in one heart. Je t'aime. More of you, yeah. Shivala, yeah. Shwaka. Shwaka. Chewed it. Yeah. It's interesting to study and look at the difference, to differentiate God's people from non-God's people, from holy couples to unholy couples, because they have that relief through sex, but because it isn't true love, it's lust, they'll call it love. They'll make you believe, they'll convince even the elect that it is love, but it isn't. And so this satanic type of sex or satanic type of fake fraud love, based on arrogance, ego, or more money or treasure they made, but every breath that they take is for the materialistic side of things, and spiritually it is for the ego side of things. So they're worshipping each other. Whereas for the holy couple, they're worshipping God through their love. So it's everlasting. It's like more and more pleasure. And that pain doesn't exist anymore. The devil brings on new pain. So we solve one problem and then we move on, and then the new problem comes, a new problem comes, a new problem comes through the enemy. And so this is so clear that every pain we have, it's eliminated, and the devil brings in new pain because we removed the old pain. Whereas the evil couple have the old pain because the old pain was never removed. And so they eventually disappear and have a new sex partner, or they live as a living dead zombie, because they constantly have that limbo of the old pain, which is hilarious also, because it isn't true. It isn't true love making. It isn't true love. So that's the case for the bad couple, but for God's good couple, where we are made good through true love, we constantly have new pain from the devil. that we've never experienced before, through attacks. However, for God is so amazing. Nothing is new under the sun and the moon. God knows everything that the devil has already done and said to the devil, you're finished. We know you. So we overcome the devil. We're overcomers. We're more than conquerors. Yeah. Yeah. So, je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Jirimia. Moi. Wanting moi. Too. Yeah. Both of our hearts. Huh. Shwaka. Shirim, why you care? Mwah, mwah. It's hilarious. Oh, I don't know. God only knows how to make it into a reality, how to make dreams into a reality. And is it what God wants? Is it what I want? Oh, shit. Is it what I want? So that's another thing. The evil couple, it's about worshipping each other. Whereas for the holy couple, it's about, is this true love? Is it making love grow? Or is it minimizing love? Which is not based on, it's not based on the ego. That's the whole point. Tell me why you love me. Je t'aime, why? Je t'aime, why you love me? Why? And so he thinks about it, and he tells her why he loves her. And then he asks the question, where does it hurt? Like a doctor. And I will make you better. You will need me more. It's very simplistic. It's very, very simplistic, and that's another reason why I like this traditional song. Yeah, so that's how I close this video, and I'm gonna reveal the song. It's called Je t'aime song. It is from Serge. Serge. Then the surname is Gainsbourg. And Jane Birkin, like Tarzan and Jane, in 1969. Oh, really? And his face and he's sort of, it's like when you look at the couple, they look like they've come out of hell, but they found heaven with each other. I mean, they both look exhausted and tired. Oh, Yeah, so it's probably an unholy couple, but I use it as a good opportunity to discuss that God gives us supernatural strength, joy, and energy, um, and ability to sleep and rest. But yeah, it's probably an unholy couple. So that's how I close my video, and yeah, just making an appeal for those who constantly want war to, or constantly look to put you off of the mood of remembering Christ, remembering Him in every way from the time of His childhood and manhood and what He did to be the Saviour to humanity at Christmas. So the Boxing Day doesn't mean like boxing gloves, boxing. It means to put all your leftovers to charities, if you have leftovers, that is. And yeah, it's one way of giving if you've got too much of something, so you don't do the hoarding. And you've got more than enough. So nothing is wasted. It's similar to when Jesus Yeshua in his adulthood fed the 5,000. All the leftovers were kept and they had more than enough for charity and distribution of food and whatever else was needed. So I close my video complete. I'm known as Maya Marie. I'm also known as Mima.